Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to check in with Bulldog Soccer and joined by head coach Greg Henson. And Coach, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Obviously, this past weekend, a highly competitive weekend against two West Michigan rivals. Got a big win over Davenport, and then a well-played match against Grand Valley State here on Sunday.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be two tough games. First of all, it was nice to be back at home on Friday against Davenport, and then obviously the big rivalry game on Sunday down at Grand Valley. And we would have loved to come away with the weekend with 6 points, but we'll take 4, 3 at home, 1 on the road, and look to get back to action this weekend.
Obviously, you came in ranked number 11 in the country. I know the national rankings don't mean a whole lot in terms of what happens going on through the end of the year, but obviously a lot of attention for your program. Speaks to how well your program has played here over the course of the year.
Yeah, I mean, the rankings are great. I mean, obviously it helps in recruiting and some of the publicity and things that our program gets. So we're never going to wish them away. But yeah, it doesn't really do a whole lot for us in terms of what, our goals are and what we're trying to accomplish this season. But we'll take the accolades, and it's good for our players to see some notoriety for what they're doing and what they're putting on the field. So we'll take it, but again, it's not something that we root for. It's nothing that we really cherish or we really care about in terms of the national rankings. But it's nice to get.
We'll go to the highlights. We'll start back at home on Friday against Davenport, and obviously nice to be back on your home field.
Yeah, it was great to get back home for sure. I mean, it felt a little weird, to be honest. 5 games straight on the road before being back at home, and Davenport's another one of those good GLIAC teams that's better than the record shows. They were very tough defensively, very organized defensively, and made it difficult for us to break them down. And we had a lot of chances in the first half, but just weren't really able to capitalize until a little bit later. And a nice speed in from Pia Nago and Peyton Price to be able to get the goal to put us up 1-0, and I think that'll be coming up here in a little bit.
Obviously, here had some chances, as you mentioned, had some strong defensive play as well, limited some of Davenport's chances here in the first half.
Yeah, our back line and goalkeeper Daria Mosolelli, our freshman keeper, have been doing a great job in the midfield, and really it's a team defensive effort from front to back, and this is the goal we were talking about. So a great feed in from Pia and Peyton with a timely finish. So we were able to get into the break 1-0. I think that was in like the 43rd minute or something like that. So it was nice. Came out second half right away. I don't know how that one doesn't find the back of the net. We had a couple other chances, like here, Izzy basically on an empty net and a feed to Peyton that Peyton just put wide. But we stayed hungry and were able to pour in a few more goals. Great ball from Maddie Dickens over the top, and Pia doing what Pia does. If she gets a touch in the 18, it's probably going to be in the back of the net. So able to tack on a few more goals and see this one out.
Obviously a penalty kick here from Bree Rogers, who continues what's a school all-time best in terms of penalty kick goals.
Yeah, I mean, she does a great job for us in taking those, and it's one of those records that's nice, and that's a class finish from Pia there on that one, and for Bree, and she takes the opportunity that she gets to score, and she's scoring. I think she's got like 6 goals in the season now, so she's been getting into the action and the run of play as well.
Knowing that you obviously had a big game against Grand Valley State, how important was it to put this one behind you and protect your home field?
Yeah, I mean, it had the makings of the trap game, right? that everybody's going to be looking at Grand Valley, and we really as a program try to not even talk about Grand Valley in that game on Sunday until Friday night, until the Davenport game was over. That was the most important game on the schedule for us until Friday afternoon. And then once we got through that one, we could take a deep breath and then get ready and prepare for Grand Valley on Sunday. And I thought our players did a good job of handling that situation, and our staff did a good job of preparing them for the game on Sunday.
We'll go to Sunday's highlights. Obviously, going on the road to Grand Valley, always a tough place to play and always a competitive matchup. Last few matchups have really been some instant classics between these two teams.
Yeah, it was a great game. I think it had a little bit of everything in this game, and we were able to jump out to a 2-goal lead, and we were up 1-0. They got a penalty, missed the penalty kick. We came back, scored, make it 2-0. They showed a lot of resiliency and a lot of heart in coming back and being able to tie the game up. And I thought our team I was equally proud of our players. The resiliency they showed after conceding the 2-goal lead and kind of a feeling of maybe giving the game away. Fought back, showed the grit, showed the toughness, had some chances in overtime to win the game, and saw it out, and we came away with the tie. So obviously it wasn't the goal going into it to tie them. We wanted to definitely get the win. It's a little heartbreaking, a little hard pill to swallow coming back with a draw after being up 2-0, but definitely a game where I think we're making strides in the right direction and really closing that gap between us and Grand Valley.
I was going to say, we talked about the rankings. You're number 11. They were number 1 in the nation coming into this one. Really speaks to the play of your team and how competitive you can be on that national stage.
Yeah, I mean, they only gave up, 2 goals prior to our game, and both of those were in a blowout fashion from earlier in the year. So to put 2 in the back of the net, there's P on our second one. I really think it shows that how close we are, and we've got another one on the slate with them at the end of the month, or early November, I should say, and we'll definitely be looking forward to that one. Circling that one on the calendar, but we got 8 others that are equally as important before that, and we'll take them one game at a time.
Obviously, we saw the goal from Pia Nagel. Had a great week for you, named the GLIAC Offensive Player of the Week, and certainly 3 goals here in the 2 contests.
Yeah, I think and the assist to Peyton as well. So I mean, she really figured it well into the score, and that's what we got to keep Pia on track. And I think early on, that's one of the things we wanted to do was get Pia on track and some of our other goal scorers, and really it's been a balanced scoring effort from our team. And that's what we want to see. They can't really cue on one individual player because we got so many different weapons that can put the ball in the back of the net right now. Obviously,
after that contest back at home this week, 2 big matchups coming up on Friday and Sunday, and obviously nice to be back home for a long home stretch now here in the month of October.
Yeah, I think we got, we're hit the midway part, so we're 9 games left and 7 at home and 2 on the road. So we really kind of flipped it from the beginning of the year. So it's going to be a nice stretch for us. Get into a little bit more of a routine and a sense of normalcy than traveling and living out of a suitcase. Michigan Tech we got on Friday. It was a really good team, well organized, well coached. It's going to be a big challenge for us to play them. And then Saginaw is another one of those rivalry games, and I don't think it takes much for our team to get up to play Saginaw. So it should be a good weekend here at home, and hopefully we can get some fans out there to support us and entertain them with some quality soccer matches this weekend.
Well, Coach, thanks for the time, and best of luck this weekend.
Thank you.
That'll do it for Ferris Sports Update. You can follow all the action online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week.